What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. If your microphone isn't sitting on your desk waiting for you, you might want to try one of these. Now, I'm excited to try out the stand because this is my Marantz microphone. It's one of my favorite microphones. It's on this noise isolating stand here, and it's got that, I think it's a 3/8 inch screw here. And I've had it on a boom, but the boom doesn't really reach around most of my stuff anymore. And you always want to get the reach around. So what I thought is it'd be easier if I just had it on a tripod or a stand where I could just move in front of me when I wanted to use it. Does come with a warranty card. Sucker's gonna work, I can feel it. Here we have some different pieces. We have, this looks like maybe an aluminum tube threading right there. We also have a thumb screw right here that if I unscrew that, we have a telescoping rod that comes out here. And then we have this is a screw, that a tightening screw. We have the threaded end right there. So that might be a 3/8. Now the base here is very heavy. You can see it's metal. It's very thick. We've got the threading in there. You can see how it's a pretty big piece of material. So even with a heavy microphone, it's not going to fall. We have foam here. These aren't rubber. They'll provide some sound insulation, but they're not super grippy. So here is the included microphone holder. It's all plastic here. You can see that you can tighten it down with a Phillips head screwdriver, and it has some resistance already, but most microphones should slide in there. The smaller handheld ones, this one will not. But what we can see here is that in the bottom, we actually have the threaded area where this will screw into the top of the post here. But here, it looks like we have maybe 3/8 and maybe this is 5/8. What's nice is now this adapter looks like this will thread in here. And then there's a little notch so I could use like a flathead screwdriver and tighten it in. I can then screw this into the base of that. Yeah, baby, I got this thing set up. And then I just kind of tightened it down. And because it's round, as opposed to like a tripod, I just tighten this thing down because I can rotate it any way I want. Now, like I said, this thing telescopes. I would say it stands almost maybe a foot off the table from the base right there. So it could be as high as this, but this is a condenser mic, so I don't want it like that. I'm going to use it to be angled towards me, and then I'm just going to put this down here. So for most table heights like this, I think this is about a 30-inch base. You know, actually in its lowest position is probably the right position for me. In fact, it probably needs to be angled down a little bit more like this. But this is awesome because now I can just grab this thing off the shelf, put it in front of me, have my microphone at the ready. In fact, I wouldn't actually mind if it actually went a little lower too. So I might try some other tripods or some of the lower ones because, you know, in most desk situations, it's probably going to be perfect. But if you're doing anything visually with a webcam, you probably don't want it blocking your face like this. But this is awesome. Now I don't have to worry about like a boom or something like that moving around and trying to avoid everything else. I can just grab this when I want it. Hey, if you want to pick up this microphone stand, I will put a link to it in the description below. Peter Von Panda, out.